Welcome back to Stance Bros, everybody. I'm David. Today we have a seriously filthy, grimy engine bay in. Obviously, this guy didn't care much about his car. Well, actually, that someone is me. I'm that someone. Funny story is I traded my F-150 for the Jetta, way better on gas, and it is absolutely disgusting. I'm someone that likes to have a nice clean engine bay. That's actually something I look for when I buy a car. But this guy came up to me in a parking lot and was like, hey, you want to trade straight across? And I was looking for a car with good gas mileage, so I got the Jetta. Anyways, it is disgusting, and I know a lot of you guys like a clean engine bay because you follow us and we're a detailing channel, so why wouldn't you? So I'm gonna do a step-by-step process. I'll try and pack as much information into it as possible of how to clean your engine bay. Let's jump into it. First things first, what to use? Well, first off, get yourself some gloves, little rubber latex gloves, just to protect your skin because a lot of this stuff is extremely harsh. But the first thing that you're gonna use is an APC, and all this is gonna do is break down any of the caked on dirt on the engine, and I'll leave all the links down in the description. Second thing that you're gonna use is Primus from Labocosmetica. You can use any kind of soap. I'm just using Primus, diluted 1:6. And then while the soap's on there, obviously you're gonna have to agitate it a little bit. So you're gonna have to grab yourself some brushes and some water in there. We have one of those wheelbarrow brushes and we have a scrubbing brush. We also have a detailing brush just for the little tiny crevices. And then after all that, we're gonna dry it. You can either use some drying towels or you can use air. I'm gonna do both to show you guys exactly how to use both. And after that, we're gonna need to protect it, not really protect it, but shine it up. And I'll show you guys exactly how to do that as well. So step one. All you're gonna do is let it cool down. I went and took a poo and it was about 20 minutes later and the engine's obviously cooled down. So we're gonna start now. Step two, grab your APC. Again, link will be down in the description. I'm using Gyeon APC and we're gonna spray it on. And like I said before, it's just gonna loosen up any of that caked on dirt. This is a harsher chemical. This is definitely why we're wearing latex gloves so it doesn't penetrate and harm our skin at all. You can choose to wear a mask as well. Obviously this stuff you don't really want to breathe in too much. And something that you definitely want to watch out for is do not let this dry on your plastics. This is an APC, it's a high alkali and it will discolor them. But you can start to see it's breaking down all that dirt. Everything's starting to come off. Here. We're just gonna let this sit. This isn't something that you really need to agitate. We're just gonna let the chemical do all the work. It's just gonna lift off any of the harsher stuff. Running out of stuff. Use as much as you guys feel that you need to use. We're just gonna let that sit. That's all we're gonna do. Step three. So most people think that we're gonna spray this off right away and we're not. So we're actually gonna spray the soap straight on top of the APC. And the reason we're doing that is because as the soap starts to fall down, it's gonna bring the APC with it and have the extra cleaning power, as I like to think. Also, we let this sit for about 2 to 3 minutes without it drying. So just make sure that you spray a little bit more on top if you notice it drying. Don't let it dry, don't let it sit for more than 5 minutes. Anyways, we're gonna spray the soap straight on. Once we turn on the pressure washer. And again, we're just gonna let that sit a little bit. But as it sits, we're gonna do the undercarriage really quick. So you guys can buy these things on Amazon. They're about 60 bucks. This isn't necessary. I just want the undercarriage of my car done. because I don't think it's been done in 20 years. Okay, so step 4, remember I was talking about those brushes before? Grab your handy dandy wheelbarrow brush and start getting everything that you don't think that you can reach with any other brush. This is your long brush, go straight down and get everything, your hoses, everything. And just so you guys know, just a little tip of when you're spraying onto the engine, just don't spray directly on like your fuse box, on the battery, on anything electrical, any frayed wires. Obviously tape things off. I didn't need to tape anything off, but if you feel like you need to tape something off, please just listen to your gut, tape that off. I've cleaned hundreds and hundreds of vehicles' engine bays, anything from 1955 all the way to 2024, 2025 I think was the newest one that I just did. And I've only had one problem ever. And even then, that wasn't even a big problem. And all I had to do was turn off the engine, turn it back on, it was fine. But just use your gut, go with your gut. Don't spray directly on things and you'll be fine. So again, this one is just to get down places where you can't really reach. If you guys need to re-foam it up with your more soap, go ahead and do so. Get in between with these ones. Pretty much everything I think I can do. Like I said, if you feel like you need more soap, go ahead and foam it up. That's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm just gonna spray some more soap on. And also, don't forget about the hood. Let's get the hood done as well. Now, I like to take the small brush, small little detailing brush, and just go over everything that you can reach, especially all the little bolts and everything where the bigger brushes can't reach. You can also use these brushes to scrub a little bit more because you can hold them better. Normally I just kind of let this sit on the hood and it cleans it pretty good anyways, but you can brush it if you want. Don't forget to rinse your brush every now and then. Perfect, and once you think you have everything, which I've just about got, or everything I can at least reach, you're gonna go ahead and now spray it off. And like I was saying before, as long as you're not spraying directly onto the engine, onto the fuse box, onto anything electrical like the battery, any frayed wires, any loose hoses, anything like that, you're gonna be fine. So always examine the engine beforehand. I like to work from the top and work my way down. You're gonna notice I'm not directly spraying, I'm not going right up close, anything like that. Being very safe, I'm just kind of doing what my gut tells me to do best. And I forgot to say, but that is step 5. So step 5, rinse it off. Again, use a little bit of your brain. Don't spray right on any direct wires, any loose hoses, anything electrical. And if you feel like you need to tape something off, that's perfectly fine. Just tape something off, or my favorite, just tape a plastic bag to it. So after I spray it off, I see that there's still some caked on dirt over here. For little touch-ups, to spray your APC on it. Grab a bigger brush, because obviously the smaller brush didn't do anything. Get right in there. All right, so I'm gonna go set up step 6, and I'll catch you guys right after. Okay, step 6, drying your engine. Now, I'm putting on some headphones. Make sure you're always wearing your PPE. We're using the little tornado attachment just to our air hose. And all we're gonna do is spray the water off. And this will get a little bit loud, so we'll add some music in. Okay, so we're still on step 6, so we're gonna use some rags to dry it the rest of the way. Now you could have started with rags too, it doesn't really matter. I just like to use a rag afterwards because obviously once it's dry, you're gonna see little bits that you've missed. Like right here, I've missed. But I can just take the rag, wipe it off. It looks better. And the rag can actually get places that the air can't, and just vice versa. The air can get places that the rag can't. So it's best to use both, just to make sure. Go around and dry everything as best you can. That's all I'm doing. I know you guys can't see the hood, but I'm gonna get the top of the hood as well, just so that nothing's dripping onto the engine after I've just wiped it. If you guys don't have any air tools like an air compressor or anything, use a shop vac. You guys can just switch the hose around and use the other end of the shop vac to blow dry. That's what I used to do when I worked out of my garage and detailed. We're almost done, guys. Last step is always my favorite because it's the most satisfying part, or one of them anyways. You can see the transformation right away. You can go a step further, pull these out. Get all the oil built up in there. And don't be alarmed if you can't get any dirt off or stuff that looks like dirt. It might actually be baked in. It depends how long it's been since you guys have cleaned the engine bay. Sometimes stuff is actually baked right into the engine bay. So, like right on here, this dirt, that's not coming off. Unless we were to dry ice it or something like that, it's not gonna come off. All right, I'll catch you guys over for step 7. Step 7. We're gonna shine it up a little bit. Now this isn't only gonna shine it up, but it's also gonna make it a lot easier to clean for the next time. You guys know how much I love doing that. So you can spray directly onto it and that's completely fine, or you can spray right onto the rag. The only benefit of spraying right onto the rag is sometimes you'll spray somewhere like at the very bottom where you can't reach, and then it kind of just dries a little funny, but it's completely up to you guys. Sometimes spraying right down there will work because obviously I can't reach those hoses, but now they look nice and shiny. And rub it right in to all your black areas. I've never had this stuff ever smell funny or anything like that after I've started the cars. It doesn't really bake or anything like that onto the cars either. It's just gonna add a nice protective shine. Again, link for this will be down in the description. I'm gonna spray directly onto this time. I try to aim it as best I can so I don't hit anything down below that I can't reach. And another thing, guys, your hoses might not turn completely black again. They might just kind of stay this grayish color, and that doesn't mean that they're necessarily dirty. It's just, it's caked on. It's a lot harder to get off, and you need more advanced tools to do so. If this was a customer's car and he came in, yes, we go the further step. We take this completely off and we do our best to get down there as far as possible to clean everything. But this is just mine, and I wanted to show you guys a DIY tutorial of how to clean your engine bay the most simplest way. And from before to after, it's a huge difference. You have to admit. Again, if you need to just spray directly down, I'd aim it as best as you can. And then eventually you're just gonna go, oh, what the hell, and spray it everywhere. All I'm saying is just make sure you wipe it as best as possible. You can always wrap it around your hand, kind of move the hoses around, reach down there as far as possible. Because you're gonna see the after video of when I show you guys that the hoses down at the very bottom obviously are not as clean as the things on top. But for a car with 350,000 kilometers, this is pretty good. Okay guys, so really quick, let's go over the steps one more time, really quick. Step one, let the engine cool down. Go take a poo like I did, go grab a drink, grab your water, whatever you need to do. Let that engine cool down. If you haven't ran the car at all, start right away, it's completely fine. Step two, you're gonna spray on the APC to get any caked on dirt off, or any harsher stuff that's caked onto your car. It's just a harsher chemical. Step three, you're gonna spray on the soap. You're not gonna rinse off the APC, you're just gonna spray the soap straight on. It kind of runs down, it's gonna be in the APC with it. Kind of extra cleaning power, as I like to think. Step four, we're gonna use our brushes and we're gonna scrub everything that we possibly can. Step five, we're gonna rinse the car off in direct water, don't spray directly on anything. And then it brings us step six, drying the car. You can use air, you can use your vacuum. If you don't have a compressor, just flip the hose around, you can spray air out and it just gets all the crevices a lot better than a towel will, or you can use the towel. And then step seven, spray on your favorite kind of protection. You can use anything from Armor All to Bloomco like we did, and links will be down in the description. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please give us a subscribe, a like, check out our online store. I'm not wearing any of our shirts today. Eventually I had to wash the shirt, right? But go check out our online store. We have a lot of new stuff in there, and I'll see you on the next detail. Drive safe. After shots.
Here at Stance Bros, we're recognized as one of Calgary's premier detailing spas. Our meticulous attention to detail ensures every vehicle entrusted to us leaves looking its best. Join us on this channel as we showcase our passion for cars, detailing expertise, and exciting car content. At Stance Bros, we're cultivating a community united by our passion for all things automotive.
Nice stance, bro.